Hi, today I'm gonna tell you an English fairy tale. The title is Fairy Ointment. So let's start. Dame Goody was a nurse who looked after sick people and minded babies. One day, she woke up at midnight, and when she went downstairs, she saw a strange, squinty-eyed, little ugly old fellow. He asked her to come to his wife, who was too sick to mind her baby. Actually, she didn't like the look of the old fellow, but business is business, right? Then she popped on her thing and went down to him. But when she got down to him, suddenly he whisked her up onto a large cold black horse with a fiery eyes that stood at the door. Soon they were going at a rare pace. Then Dame Goody was very scared, and she holding onto the old fellow like a death grip. They rode and they rode till at last they stopped before a cottage door. So they got down and went in. Then they found a good woman, a bed with the children playing around, and the babe, a fine bouncing boy, beside her. After that, Dame Goody took the babe, a fine baby boy that he had wished to see. The mother, when she handed the baby to Dame Goody to mind, she gave her a box of ointment and she told her to stroke the baby's eyes with the ointment when the baby opened the eyes. After a while, the baby began to open them. Then, at that time, Dame Goody realized that the baby had the same squinty eyes, just like the father. So, Dame Goody took the box of ointment and started to stroke the two eyelids of the baby with the ointment. But she couldn't help wondering what it was for, because she had never seen such a thing done before. Then she looked around to see if the others were looking. So when the others were not noticing, she stroked her own right eyelid with the ointment. As soon as she did that, then everything seemed changed to her. The cottage became elegantly furnished. The mother in the bed was a beautiful lady dressed up with a white silk. Then the baby was more beautiful than before. And the little brothers and sisters were flat-nosed imps with pointed ears. At this time, Dame Goody realized that she had got into the house of pixies. But Dame Goody said nothing to nobody. After the mother was well enough to mind her baby, then Dame Goody asked the old fellow to take her back home. Then she came out from the cottage and jumped onto the coal black horse, and they went as fast as possible, or perhaps a little faster, till they came to Dame Goody's house or cottage. Then, after they arrived at Dame Goody's cottage, the old fellow lifted her down, thanking her civilly enough and paying her more than she had ever been paid before for such service. Then he left her. The next day happened as a market day. As Dame Goody had been away from home, she wanted many things for her house, and she tried to get them at the market. Then When she was buying the things at the market, suddenly she saw the squinty-eyed old fellow. But what do you think he was doing there? He went from stall to stall, taking up things from each. Here fruit, here eggs, and so on. But no one seemed to notice what he was doing there. At first, Dame Goody didn't think it was her business to interfere, but she thought that it was impolite to pass him without speaking to him. Finally, she went to him and said, "Good answer, I hope." But she couldn't finish what she was saying, and the old fellow seemed so surprised. He said to her, "What? Do you see me today?" And she said, "See you? Of course, I do see you. I see you are busy into the bargain." Then he felt so angry and said to her, "Oh, you see too much." Then he asked her, "With which eye do you see all this?" Then she answered it proudly. She said that, "With my right eye, of course." When he heard the answer, he shouted to her. He said, "It's because the ointment. It's not your concern. You shall see me no more." Then with that, he hit her on her right eye. After that, she couldn't see him anymore. But what was worse, she was blind on her right eye from that moment till the day of her death. Okay, so that's the end of A Fairy Ointment. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you and goodbye.